All right, I want you to think back to our videos where we were having a shortcut for multiplying a problem that looked like a plus b squared. We said we would take the first term and square it. We would multiply these together and multiply it by 2, and then we'd take the last term and square it. And that would keep us from foiling, and we would get an answer. Well, here's the answer. I want to come back and factor it and see what the problem was. So let me show you how to do that. You ask yourself a few questions. You ask yourself, is the first term perfect? And yes, n squared is. The square root of n squared is n. You ask yourself, is 16 perfect? Is the last term perfect? Yes, the square root of 16 is 4. That is the square root of 16. This is the square root of n. Then you ask yourself, if I multiply 4n together and double it, would I get the middle term? Yes, 4 times n times 2 would be 8. So this is one of these perfect square trinomials. So all I have to do is write down one set of parentheses, the square root of the n squared here, the square root of the 16, 4 here, and then since this is plus and this is plus, I'm looking to this symbol right here, this operation right here, that's what the middle term will be. It will be a plus, the operation will be a plus, and it will be squared. And very quick. All right, let's ask ourselves those questions again. Is the first term perfect? Yes, that's 2x. Is the last term perfect? Yes, that's 3. That's the square root of it. All right, if I multiplied these together, I'd get 6, and if I doubled it, I would get 12. So it's going to be a perfect square trinomial. So let's write down one set of parentheses with a square. The square root of 4x squared was the 2x I wrote down, and the square root of 9 is 3. And then I look right here for the sign. Now, this one's always going to be positive, but I look here to know what operation to put here, and that's going to be minus. Now, I could go back and check them by reversing what I just did to see if I got the original problem.